I am totally against the New Year's resolution of taking up running. I'm taking a hard stance on it. Do not make running your New Year's resolution. Don't do it. Guess who's leaving to go on a 5-week altitude camp tomorrow? Me. That's me. Yeah. Heading to Flagstaff. Well, technically not tomorrow, actually. We're driving down south tomorrow because I fly from Gatwick. I fly the next day, which is Thursday, and then I get to Phoenix Thursday night, and then I drive up to Flag on Friday. So it's like a 3-day long travel, but that does mean that I'm leaving my house tomorrow, so I need to be packed by the end of...
Flying on Friday.
I said that.
You said Thursday.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Details. Details schmeetails. Anyway, that means I need to be packed by the end of today, ready to leave tomorrow. And, well, me being me, I've made sure that I keep my entire day free for packing, right? Yeah, no, I haven't done that. I have just done my morning run, which was glorious, I will add. Very frosty, but very sunny. Big tick. I now have 5 minutes until I need to leave to go to the dentist, followed by a haircut, followed by physio, followed by a session on the treadmill, and then I'm going out for dinner with my teammates. So that leaves about, well, maybe about 15 minutes to finish packing. Should be fine, right? So currently, all of the sports running kit, clothing, that's actually very neat. There's not much space left in this suitcase. That's alarming, because I packed my kit, I packed my mileage shoes, got trail shoes, squidgy Moors, squidgy 1080s, got a little rotation on there. And then in my carbon shoes, my race kit, my toiletries, my electrics, my fuel, I've run out of fingers, and my casual clothing. So that's it, that's all I've got left to pack. And then like any medication, any other essential stuff, passport, don't worry, I'm not gonna forget my passport. Nothing to be stressed about, or anxious about, or, you know, nothing to worry about here.
I'm fine! Totally fine!
I'm going to take you with me today. I'm going to talk about my gripe with New Year's resolution runners. It's not you that's the problem, it's the people that got you here. I probably won't film at the dentist because no one needs to see that, that's disgusting. Oh shit, has this not been focused the whole time?
Yep.
Got our haircut. Still got the zit. Oh, he's been shopping. Clean teeth, no fillings needed. Amazing. And I got myself a little haircut. And I'm really happy with it. I've had a few difficult haircuts recently, but I found a good hairdresser's in Manchester. It didn't take too much off, and he somehow made it more curly than it usually is. So I'm very happy. Now we're gonna go to physio, get some food, and let's just all go today. This is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. Now, I can bang on all day about how good running is for your mental health. There really is no better feeling than getting outside, clearing your head, and getting all those good running endorphins. But when life is stressful, you've got a lot on your plate, or maybe you're working through something difficult, working with a therapist can be a life-changing process. It can help you clear your mind, figure out what it is that you need to work on, or simply just to share those feelings and to have someone listen and provide a space to talk and think. As many of you know, I regularly work with a sports psychologist to train and understand my mind alongside all the physical work I put in as an athlete, and the two really go hand in hand. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about BetterHelp. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy accessible. And this is a really important mission because finding a therapist can be hard. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easy because it's online and it's remote, and after filling out just a few questions online, BetterHelp can match you with a credentialized therapist in as little as a few days. And because finding a therapist is a very personal and individualized process, if you don't really fit with that therapist, which is quite a common thing with therapy, you can switch to another therapist at no additional cost. And thanks to BetterHelp, they've given you guys 10% off your first month. Just head to betterhelp.com/Phily Bowden or click the link at the top of the description below. And trust me from experience, no matter how big or small, talking about your feelings or anything that's troubling you will help no end. Thank you to BetterHelp for supporting this channel. day is a little bit ridiculous. I now have like no time basically to get changed and go and do my second run of the day. I'm trying to film a video, but I feel like I'm not even filming what is happening or anything. And so I've been thinking, whilst I've been out running recently, there's not very many runners out there at the moment. And I know that it's cold and it's frosty and icy. It's not necessarily the most inviting environment to go out and run in, but is that gonna be the case on the 1st of January? Yeah. And is there gonna be a hell of a lot more runners out in January? Yes. And I am totally against the New Year's resolution of taking up running, or any New Year's resolutions for that fact. I'm taking a hard stance on it. Challenge me if you think I'm wrong, and maybe if a New Year's resolution for you has worked out to be a long-term life habit. But that's why I have a problem with them, because it's like, new year, new me, I'm gonna take up running, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna change my diet, I'm gonna quit smoking, all of this stuff that, like, if you want to do that, don't wait until the 1st of January. And I'm not blaming the people that decide to do these New Year's resolutions, because they clearly want to change their lives for the better. And if that's taking up running and, you know, finding a more active lifestyle, or, you know, whatever it is. But I'm angry at the media and big brands and society for telling people that the 1st of January is the time to do this because they can make money off you. And that is why they're incentivized to get you to do these New Year's resolutions. If they really wanted the best for you, they would be encouraging you to do those things all year round, but they don't. They encourage you to take something up on New Year's Day, or quit something, or buy this product or service that's gonna help you do that thing, and then they wait until February, March, when you've lost all motivation because you've thrown everything into those first couple of months. Maybe you still pay your gym membership and they're still happy, but then they wait until the summer and they get you again, and they're talking about getting beach body ready. I'm sorry, what? Go to the beach, have a body, you're ready. And then it's like, Christmas comes around and it's all about indulging and forgetting about all of that stuff until the 1st of January comes around and the cycle continues. And it makes me so mad. I love seeing how many runners there are out on New Year's Day. It makes me really happy. But immediately after that, I'm mad because I know that most of those runners aren't going to be there in 2 months' time. Sure, some of them are starting the London Marathon training, and maybe there's more people that are running more at the start of the year for that reason, and because they've decided to reignite their love for running, or, you know, take it up again. But I'm here to say, do not make running your New Year's resolution. Don't do it. And that's obviously not because I hate running. It's because I think it's better to make a change if you're going to make that big change or take something up, regardless of what date it is and what day of the year it is. Do I have the answers for how to do that? Not necessarily. Not right now. I think it's super hard to make any big lifestyle change, whether that's taking up a sport, going to the gym, like I said, quitting smoking, changing your diet, whatever it is. Those things are hard to do, so I don't really have the answers as to how you do that without it being a New Year's resolution, or how you do it and you keep it up. That's the key, I think. Sorry, I feel like that was such a rant. I'll put my thinking cap on, and later on in the video, I'll share with you some ideas that can maybe help with keeping up a new habit, or something that you want to improve your life, whether it's on the 1st of January or not. And I would love it if that thing was taking up running or finding a new running goal, because, well, running's amazing, isn't it? But first, I need to go and run. Let's go! I had about 10 minutes after my physio session in Wilmslow, which went very well, actually. I got needles in my hip. That was beautiful. I had about 10 minutes after that to get changed when I got home, and then head to the gym to get my treadmill session done. So I did that. I had 8 miles high steady. Helen was there with me, keeping an eye on me on the treadmill. And then I got home and literally had 15 minutes to get changed to head out for dinner. Had a little team dinner for our Christmas meal because it was the last time that we'd all be together, mainly because I'm going away so early. So that was nice. We had dinner together. I didn't film any of it because it's just not the scene to kind of film people having their dinner, but Daniel got some very cool photos on his new, very trendy 90s camera, so maybe we'll put some of those up here as a quick little slideshow. So that was yesterday. Oh, and sorry about the noise. If you can hear our very obnoxious windscreen wipers. We're driving, if you hadn't realised. We are on our way due south, on our way to Daniel's house. Daniel's house? Daniel's house, yes, Daniel's house. We're on our way down to Daniel's parents' house in the south, and traffic is a nightmare. It's currently saying 4.5 hours, and we've been in the car for an hour and a half already. That's great. It's chucking it down with rain. And yeah, I have a double run to do when I get there. So life is good. Life is good. But you know what? It could always be worse. There's been a big accident on the M6 and, you know, glad that we weren't in that. Anyway, you don't care about the traffic updates. So I had a little think about my New Year's resolution tips that I could give to people. And we're not going to call them New Year's resolution tips because, as I've said, I'm strictly against New Year's resolutions. So don't take up running for your New Year's resolution, okay? If you just decide that you want to start running or you want to set some new running goals or decide on any kind of way of changing your life, we're not going to call it a resolution. And if you decide to do that from January 1st, fine. Do it in a healthy and sustainable way, okay? And I'm going to give you some tips that hopefully might help with that. So the first one is take your time, okay? Rather than diving in all guns blazing, starting on the 1st of January, having never run before, wanting to run 7 days a week. I wouldn't recommend that from an injury risk standpoint, but also, like, that's a huge change. You're better off going in and saying, right, if you're starting from scratch, that is, if you've never run before, let's try 2 days a week and keep that for 3 or 4 weeks, and then look to add another day in and see how realistic that is in your life and in your schedule at the moment. You know, maybe that's the right amount, and you'll still reap a huge benefit from adding that amount of running into your life. And if you have run before and maybe you're picking it up, you might have an idea of what's sustainable for you, but try and think about that rather than, you know, setting this really unachievable goal from the start. 2.5 hours down, about 2.5 to go. Yay! We are on one of Britain's finest attractions, the M6 Toll Service Station. Yeah! It's about 1% better than other service stations or motorway services, and the toilets still stink, and everyone here is grumpy because they've all been stuck in the same traffic jam as us. Anyway, traffic update's over. The next tip, if you're trying to take up running, whether that's for New Year's or not, don't say the R word. Sign up for some races. The R word wasn't racist, by the way, it was resolution, because you know I hate them. Sign up for some races. They don't have to be big ones, it doesn't have to be a big goal, like a marathon or something scary, but small ones, because it will help motivate you. Whether that's a 5K at the end of the month, or a couple of 10Ks, or even if it's just a 10K or half marathon that you're not going to race, but you're going to go there and you're going to do it, and you're going to have fun, because there's going to be people around you. Races are more fun than just going for a run on your own. And if there's something on the schedule, on the calendar, you're going to be more motivated to go and train, because you know that you can't just turn up on race day and not have run for the last 6 weeks. So that's another good one. So sign up for some races.
You driving?
Am I driving?
Yeah, your turn.
Right, I'm putting my Crocs back on because I can't wear this shit. We made it. That was a long ass travel, wasn't it?
How long was it?
5.5 hours.
5.5.
It's fine because we've had some Greek food. My tummy is full, so my mind is happy. Where was I?
More
Tips. Yes, correct. My next tip for being able to keep up with the running, whether that's in the new year or not, join a running group. It could be a club, your local athletics club, a social run club, or even just finding a buddy, a friend that you're gonna run with, so that there's a time and a place that you need to be there, because that is gonna make accountability so much easier. You can trick yourself by booking into a run session with a group, or, you know, carving some time out with a friend, and you'll be surprised how much easier that makes it. This is a different set, isn't it? Now this one is more for when you've maybe been doing it for a few weeks and that start of the new year or your newfound love for running kind of era has started to dwindle a little bit and you're actually finding it hard to get out of the door, this is one that I've shared before, but I think it's such a good tip. Tell yourself that you'll just go for 10 minutes, 5 minutes even. You can do that. That's super easy. You can carve out 5 or 10 minutes, get changed, get in your running gear, get out the house, and just agree with yourself that you'll do 10 minutes and then see what happens. You can turn around after that, or now that you're out and the hardest bit's done, you might just keep going. And lastly, remind yourself that it's not meant to be easy. Is delivering millions of presents in 24 hours to every kid across the world easy? No. I think what's easy is writing down these New Year's resolutions and doing them for maybe a week. That's easy. Changing your lifestyle and changing your routine to fit in these New Year's resolutions and to keep them for the whole year and to make running part of your life, that's actually hard, and it's meant to be hard. So acknowledge that, accept that, and don't expect it to just happen. If you know it's hard, you're going to know that it's going to require some hard work to get it done. So I'm not saying don't make running your New Year's resolution, but I'm also not saying that. Basically, if you're going to do it because you really want to, whatever the day of the year is, because if it's because it's New Year's Day, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And I think you're playing to the strengths of the media and the marketing people and the companies that want you to buy the stuff, and they don't really have your best interests at heart. If they did, they'd be encouraging you to do these things all year round, but they're not. So I'm not saying don't do it, but do it for the right reasons and do it mindfully. That word gets overused, but you know what I mean? It means using all the amazing tips I've given you and getting out for a run every day. Not every day, a sustainable amount. I'm gonna go to bed because I've got 2 flights tomorrow and then a long drive after that, and then I'll be in Flagstaff. Love the grind.